Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us for another free HRAI webinar. There's the man himself. I'll introduce him in a second, but you are joining us for boosting HVAC training with SkillCat. I have with me Brendan Arsenault, who's going to take us on a deep dive into the future of trade education, exploring how to level techs faster and streamline team training. I had the chance to meet Brendan actually a couple days ago at CMPX, so he's got a lot of interesting things to share. I want to ask you though, how'd you find the show?
It was great. And it was my first time in Canada too, so I had a great time visiting Toronto.
Oh, wonderful. You had a chance to stay in and tour the city?
Yep. I got to even go to one of the Toronto Maple Leafs game, so that was
Oh,
awesome.
right on. Did we win? I can't remember.
You guys did win. It was a close
Okay,
game and it was a great game. So
there you go. You saw something rare in Toronto, so a major trip. Well, first of all, thank you so much for joining us. SkillCat's a really neat technology, a neat platform, a neat service, and I'm looking forward to letting you take over and tell us all about it. But I got a couple housekeeping items first. This is being recorded. You can find it on YouTube after on HRAI's YouTube page. We're also going to be sending out a poll after our webinar. You can tell us how we did, what you liked, what you'd like to see in future webinars. Speaking of which, if you'd like to be in Brendan's chair right now, you can reach out to me at HRAI. That's mbradford at hrai.ca. Set up your own webinar too, and you can be the expert doing this with me. But for now, I'm going to pass it over to Brendan, and he's got a presentation for about 30 minutes, he said.
yep.
And then we got a lot of time for questions and answers. So if you want to interact with us, you can see at the bottom of your screen, we got a chat box. Put your questions in there, questions or comments. We'll get to as many as we can. You can also pull up a Q&A box too and put your questions there, and we will answer those as the presentation goes along. I am done rambling on. Brendan, it is your show. I will be in the background if you need me, but over to you.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much. And thank you everyone for taking the time to jump on this call and learn a little bit about SkillCat, understand what we do, and how we might be able to help your business grow. So we currently work with hundreds of different contractors, 400,000 different users across the world. And I wanted to give you a snapshot of how companies are using us. So I'm going to share a presentation. It's going to be all about SkillCat. I'm going to talk a lot about it for the next 30 minutes on everything that we have to offer, all of the different tools, all the resources, all the different kind of training that we have. At the end, I'm going to leave it open for Q&A. What I'd really love to look at for that is talking about how all of these trainings, all of these tools can be used practically within inside your business to help you grow. Um, so please just you know keep typing any questions that you might have into the chat, and at the end, I promise we'll get to them. Anything that's like super important, I'll pause there if needed, and we'll start talking about it. So with that being said, I'm going to share the presentation. We're going to dive into it. So SkillCat training, what do we do? About me, so I've been with SkillCat for about 4 years now. I want to say it's 4 years in 2 weeks. I was a manufacturer sales rep for about 2 years beforehand. While out there, I found that there was a huge gap in the trades and wanted to do something to help the trades and help people, and was able to come on to SkillCat as one of the founding members. Throughout that time, I've helped build out our entire B2B division of the company, working with organizations like yourself and even developed a white glove hiring model for some of the largest companies in the world. Really gave us the opportunity to learn from them as well. What is SkillCat? So we create reliable training for the skilled trades, easy to use, accessible from anywhere on at a affordable cost. The reason why we exist. I mean, we all have heard of this small thing, the skilled trades gap. There's a few people that we need to hire. So I did this study a couple of years ago. In the United States alone, we need 2.4 million jobs. Out of that, if we filled every single trade school in every single classroom, we would be able to fill that trade gap within about 13 years. So there's a need for an online trade school, a way for companies like yourself to be able to hire someone and create an in-house academy and get them upskilled. We have about 1,500 hours of training to help you go about doing that. 450 different courses, and we've worked and helped certify over 400,000 students today. We work with a variety of different industries and companies and sizes of companies, all from electrical, plumbing, appliance repair, HVAC, and just general maintenance, multifamily real estate companies. We work with, you know, a local company down the road from me that's got one apprentice to some of the largest companies in the world, like Carnival Cruise Lines, Walmart, Intel, Disney, ARS. So we're kind of fit for all size companies, no matter how big or how small you are. Now, last week at CMPX, I got a lot of questions like, how can we use SkillCat for our business? Because the US and SkillCat are very different. Um, you guys have a very well built out apprenticeship program, and we're not here to take away from that at all. We're here to only help it, if anything. So the example I kind of give for this and how you can use it for your business and if it's applicable for your business is you've got two people going through an apprenticeship program, two brothers, let's say. You've got one that comes out really, really good and they're top of the company, they're excelling, they're doing awesome. Now you have the other brother that doesn't quite get there. You know, he's slacking, he's not doing all of the work. He's just doing enough to get by, but you want them to get better. SkillCat is really built for that person that you're just trying to get better. Yes, the training's not going to count towards getting them through that apprenticeship that much faster. They still have to log the hours, they still have to go do all these things, but you can help them enforce that training and the extra knowledge that they need so that when they come out, they're that much better for you and your business. That's how SkillCat's really meant to be implemented for you all in Canada. Now, how does SkillCat work? We are a mobile platform, accessible anywhere. We really, really push the fact that we are a mobile platform because 90% of workers today are using smartphones and tablets. I'm sure many of you here have your technicians out in the field with tablets, using House Call Pro, Service Titan, or some other kind of system. So SkillCat just logs right along with that. Now we've built the platform for technicians. So it's designed to be like Netflix. It's not meant to be boring training for someone to go through. It's all set to be gamified. So if they come into the platform, they can scroll through the platform to find different courses, different videos that they want to go through, all like you would as you're searching, browsing through Netflix. Because let's be honest, no one really loves that much to go through training. They want it to be fun and interactive. Um, and our learning is designed to be gamified. So not all just hands-on training, but online and hands-on. So using a multimeter is a orange course. That's what you would go through for all of your learning. And then the blue/green badges are competencies and on-the-job activities. I'm going to show you in just a second what those competencies and activities look like, where you can tie online learning to actually doing things hands-on in the field. Now, just to show you the makeup of our courses, everything is bite-sized. It does not have to take you 3 hours to go through one program and you lose your progress, or if you don't finish it. So that's where you have the micro bite-sized learnings. All of our courses are made up of videos, pictures, audio, and text files. Mixed in there, there's about 150 different simulations to be able to go through. And after each module, there is a quiz to go through. Allows for multiple attempts, exam, same thing as well. Now, those on-the-job activities work just like this. They come in, let's say you just went through and you took something like lockout, tagout, and you want to make sure someone knows how to do that in the field. So they would come into this activity, they would press lockout, tagout, and they would go capture a picture of them doing lockout, tagout in the field to then submit for you to review from a dashboard to give them full competency for the online learning and the hands-on activity later on. So you don't have to be there right then and there to give them a grade. You can actually review it later on. Our courses look just like this. If you all are familiar with Brian or HVAC school, we are very partnered with Brian and HVAC school. So all of our courses include a lot of the training from Brian and that organization. This is what our simulations look like. So we have about, like I said, 150 of these that you could go through and go use, all practical use cases within the field, but meant to be guided rather than you fail over and over and over again. Everything is available in Spanish and English. We're building more of a portfolio. The ultimate goal here is where you'll eventually be able to set goals for your team, for them to develop and stay within inside of your organization and develop raises. Now I'm going to stop sharing my presentation. I'm going to show you another tab. But inside of our app, there's a whole tab called Repair or Resources, and that is all on the job support for techs. That looks just like this. So you can come in here if you need to know how to clean an evaporator coil in place. You can open this up on demand, and it's a quick 9 panel of how you go through and go do that. We have a database of 5,300 manuals and about 1,300 error codes that can be pulled up on demand just from the app for someone to help them out in the field. And on top of all of this, we have a database of about 350 subject matter expert made videos of how to go through and go do something. So very practical. Instead of someone going to YouTube, you can actually go watch a video of how to clean coils by someone that's done it hundreds and hundreds of times. Now that's our app. That's how everything works here. Now for you as an admin wanting to push out all of this stuff to your techs and see how they learn and what they're doing, we give you this entire manager dashboard. You're able to add users, first name, last name, email is required. That's what they'll use for a login to get into the platform. You can add additional managers. If you add a manager to California, they will be able to only see the techs that are under California. So if you are a larger organization, you can actually create more of like an organizational chart and centralize everyone to the SkillCat platform. Assigning training is very easy. Click a learning plan, who you want to take it, and set due dates for them. And one of the really nice benefits of SkillCat is you can customize the entire learning plans that you want someone to go through. So I'm sure we have multiple different businesses on this call today, and each one of you operate probably a little bit different. So wanting to have a onboarding program that's specific for you all, you can come in, just create a onboarding program and go through all of the different courses for someone to take in week 1. And you can just build that as you go. Rearrange the order in which you want them to go through and save that as a learning plan. Now, depending on the different tier and program that you go with SkillCat, if you do, you can do that one time all the way up to like 25 different times. And as they go through the training, we do give you a dashboard that you can view, check their progress. There are a bunch of different reports for you to be able to pull, but as you come into this screen, you can see all the important things that you need to. So how are they doing as they go through their training? You can see 3 days ago, climate care was on here. 3 days ago, Brendan was on here. How did they do? Well, they're going through, they're answering questions. They haven't done all their attempts yet, or I can see they came in here and they got a 9 out of 10. You could even log in to go see what they got right and what they got wrong. Now, everything is based on like per seats and users. So if you do add someone in here, you can change them out and you can put a whole nother user into that seat and it's no additional cost. So we don't charge you licenses for an entire year. You can just put some people in there, use it for a little bit, and then put some other people back into those same seats. Just like if we have a chair, you have 20 chairs in a classroom, you can put multiple people in those chairs and they just get up in and out of them. So I went over the custom learn plans. I'll cover a little bit of the tools. So as we did cover these tools, you want to see the reports behind them. So you have this entire analytics screen that you can see how many users have been using it, the total page views, clicks, searches that they've gone through, uses over time in the last week or months, and what are they looking. What I always like to suggest is we do not break it down to per user that's using this. It's rather your entire company. Why this is important, because if you come in here and you can see in the last month, everyone is checking on how to clean an evaporator coil in place. Instead of Monday morning at 7 a.m. doing a ladder safety training, you can actually do stuff that your team's already searching up and they probably need training on since they're looking up videos and guides of how to do it anyways. And the biggest hot topic that we've been getting recently is how companies can use SkillCat for hiring. So we have this entire assessment screen. This assessment screen, you can copy a link and you can actually send it outside the platform to someone that you're potentially looking to hire. They enter their first name, last name, the reason why they're coming in. They might be interviewing with you. They go through and they start taking this assessment. Well, as they start answering things, they might go over to ChatGPT to go cheat, but I'm actually going to go click on a different tab. You can see that it captured that I left the assessment. So there's a bunch of anti-cheat software in here that would then feed back to the dashboard for you to see. So they'll go through and they'll start answering all the questions. If they tried to copy and paste anything, it would track. Every single question has a time limit on it too. So if someone is trying to type it in as they go, they got to have some really fast fingers. Once they submit and they're all done with their test, the results would come right back into this dashboard here for you to see all of them switching tabs on different questions, what they got right, what they got wrong, and you would even be able to see an overall tag system if it was given. Now, we do have a bunch of standard assessments that were created, but we also give you the ability to fully customize this. So if you don't like what our experienced HVAC assessment is, but it's a good base for you, you can clone it, create a duplicate, and edit pretty much every aspect of it. How many seconds you want a question to be, what questions you want in there, what questions you don't, edit what's right, what's wrong, add additional video or additional questions, including video responses. So if you want to see someone how they're actually going to respond to a customer service question, you could make a question on that to upload into here. And they would actually have to open up and give access to their camera and respond to it. Now, that's pretty much everything I have. We have 3 different tiers that give you different availabilities to go do a bunch of different things around from different custom learning plans, access to tools, and access to additional kind of content that we have through different partners. So, love to pause there. I went through it even quicker than I thought I was going to, and open it up to questions.
Wonderful. Thanks, Brian. Wow, 20 minutes, and we got a ton of time for questions. So if you want to ask Brian a question, now's the time. We can get involved into the platform, talk about the tech, talk about how to get signed up. Do you have contact information we can put on the screen or put in the chat if people want to reach out and learn a bit more?
Yes, let me.
I've got some questions too. We can start.
Perfect. Let's start shooting away, asking those.
Well, Terry would like a cost breakdown. Is that something we can provide? Maybe.
Of course, HRAI. Let me just pull it up. We do bill for you all in Canadian as well. So it doesn't have to be US-based pricing. I'm trying to find the cost breakdown right now. It's on the HRAI website. I'll go from the USD because I do have that up and available right now. But there is different pricing for HRAI members. So it breaks down from anywhere from $20 to pretty much $55 a month. The biggest differences between the different tiers here is on Essentials, you get one custom learning plan. You do get to centralize everyone to one dashboard, can assign, can track, do all the training. You do get the assessments as well. Growth opens it up to 5 custom learning plans that you can go through and go build. It unlocks that tools tab for you, which is this right here that we were talking about. And on professional, it gives you 25 custom learning plans. Gives you all of those tools. And if anyone is familiar with Nextstar or Next Tech, Next Tech Academy is under the SkillCat umbrella now. And on our professional plan, it unlocks all of those additional courses for you.
The prices we're seeing now, those are the HRAI prices?
These are not. I'm trying to find it.
No.
So if
But there
Trish,
are different rates for HRAI members,
yes.
like member rates. Okay, perfect. No, I want to make sure people know that they do get better rates for sure. While you're kind of digging around for that, I'll just kind of go through a couple other questions here. Do the courses only cover HVAC or refrigeration, electrical, heat pumps, plumbing? That's from Grace. It's in the chat.
Um, for the most part, there are some courses around like light soft skills and customer service.
Hmm.
Um, but if you're looking at other things of like CSR or sales training, it doesn't cover any of that. There is a bunch of safety in there as well. Um, I guess, is there any specific courses that you might be looking for, Grace?
Yeah, Grace, if you want to answer that in the chat. Now, I see the SkillCat page, like you said, it is on HRAI's website, and I can put that in chat.
Yeah, I just found it too.
Perfect. And if you're watching this on YouTube, it's just at hrai.ca/skillcat-hrai-training. But it's easy to find on HRAI's page as well,
Yeah.
in case you didn't get all that. So you can find out pricing and demos and whatnot. Grace was asking, in follow-up to her question, more hydronic system learning.
I don't believe it gets into that just yet.
We've got another question. How deep does the program help in technical training in HVAC?
Um, Deep, it helps in technical training for HVAC. Um, can you tell me more on
Mm-hmm.
that?
If you wouldn't mind getting into whoever asked that question, if you don't mind just letting us know how deep you want it to go, or maybe specifically. Uh, Lucas asks, $10 per month, I read. Is that per chair?
So the $10 a month program, you can download the SkillCat app and use it individually, but it does not give you all of these things that we just covered today. That's for like someone that's typically looking to break into the trades, that has not gone to trade school and just trying to get their foot in the door. For the continued education, for all the Next Tech Academy, for custom learning plans, for tools, track and accessibility, that's all in our business account. But absolutely, if you just have one person you're looking to get started, feel free to go download the SkillCat app and go use it that way.
Wonderful. I love to see all the questions coming in. Let's get to them in order here. Grace is following up on her question about the courses. She says, nice to see the custom courses to grow with. With Nexstar, are we able to share customer courses with other members?
With Nextstar, are we able to share customer courses with other members? Um, so are you looking to like, so with, I think I know what you're asking. It might be better too if we also schedule an additional call as well after this.
Mhm.
But what you can do here is, yes, with all of those curriculums, with all of those programs of Nextstar, Next Tech, as it comes on to SkillCat, what you're able to do is you can build and customize a program using those courses and the SkillCat courses. So you can kind of combine them together, do different programs. While you're looking at the Nextstar with other members, they actually don't have to be a Nextstar customer to use Next Tech Academy now. Because Next Tech Academy is under the SkillCat umbrella, it opens up Next Tech to be open to the public.
Thank you. Lucas, who just asked us about the $10 per chair, is just following up on his question. He says, so in the professional for HRAI members, it's $61 per use per month. You said that a pro account comes with 25 custom training protocols or something like that. Why would you need 25 for a single chair?
Yeah, you wouldn't need 25 for a single chair. I'd recommend probably if you're looking to get one seat, I'd look at essentials. I wouldn't look at the professional program for that. I'd probably recommend going with the most base plan. Where the 25 custom learning plans becomes real beneficial is companies that want to create a onboarding program that might be looking to develop a week one, week two, week three, week four program to develop someone brand new to the trades. They also might want to develop a custom program to train specifically on heat pumps or condensers, and they develop a custom program just for that.
Thank you very much. Hope that helps, Lucas. We had someone asking how deep the training goes. They followed up to say, I mean, as a new subcontractor, I want more technical training. Maybe the question is just give us a idea of how technical this training can get.
Yeah, so I guess I'll look at it as like what SkillCat's done recently. So a couple months ago, we realized like, wow, we have a ton of like training on just how stuff works, like how thermodynamics works, but nothing like I can really use to go out there and just go do the work. So all of our new courses that come out today are very practical. And what I mean by practical is like if you're taking a course based on how to clean a condenser, the course is going to have all videos of doing the work of cleaning the condenser, not why is cleaning the condenser important. It's going to be videos that you can bring to the next job site and the next call that you go to so that you're doing it properly and you're doing it efficiently.
Thank you. I want to get back to a previous question, but Trish Thompson with HRAI just posted a link here about radiant hydronic system training that HRAI offers. If that's something you're interested in, if you're watching this, there's a link in the chat there. Going back to Lucas, we were talking about the price per chair. And if you can remember, I know we're taking you
No, I
10
got it.
different tracks at once.
Going with you.
So he had a follow-up to his, so if that was something someone wanted to do, then how many seats would they need to purchase? We can pick up on that thread. Just one.
Just one.
He sees the finger. Just one. Perfect.
No minimums. No multi-year contracts. No forced bundles. Add and remove at any point in time. Cancel at any point in time as well too.
Thank you so much. All right. Is SkillCat material tailored to specific manufacturers, or are we learning generalized knowledge?
You're looking pretty like generalized right now. Like you're not gonna learn the troubleshooting diagnostics of a Daikin unit. It's going to go over more of like the what let me see if I can find a good example. It's gonna be more general. It's not gonna go into the individual aspects of working on a Daikin unit, Goodman unit, Bosch, anything like that.
Thank you. Grace has followed up in regards to custom courses, sharing Nexstar with that conversation. She's clarifying custom courses we build with other companies to share and grow.
So like your own training
I believe.
is
I wonder if we can put Grace on. I
be
wonder
good
if,
if we could get people to like pop up and ask the questions.
yeah, I wonder if that might help in this situation. So let me just work on that. Grace, if you're willing to come on the mic, that might actually help here. Counting. We're allowing you to talk, Grace, if you want to come on just to kind of cap the conversation. Give that a second. Talk. Oh, not you, Frank. Sorry, I accidentally
We're
clicked.
bringing everyone on. There we go.
Yep. So
Hello, is
Frank.
that working?
Hey, there she
You
is.
are.
Perfect.
Hi guys, I was just at CMTX as well, going over a lot of this, and I found there was a lot of talk on the lack of knowledge with hydronics and heat pumps, even with the refrigeration licensing. As we're expanding more into heat pump installation, we have a couple co-ops on, so we're trying to learn how to teach them and fill in those gaps to move and expand there.
Yeah, so around hydronic courses, so those are definitely going to be available on the HRAI page. Now, I can see another question in here too around like heat pumps. In fact, Next Tech has actually created a incredible training on working with heat pumps that we are currently taking and processing and moving over into the SkillCat platform. Once that's there, we'll have you fairly covered on working with heat pumps at that point.
Fantastic. That's kind of the gap we're looking to close. Thanks, guys.
Perfect.
Thanks, Grace.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
Grace.
There we go. That's sometimes easier. Okay. I want to pop back up. Someone was asking, I am new to this country and I have 6+ years experience in supervision to sales marketing. What courses do you think that I can opt to come into this, can take to come into this market?
Anything I can opt and come into this market. And so I can speak to this on the US side. Um, Not so familiar of how it would work on the Canadian side, and I would say it's probably some really great people on this call that could help offer you even more advice than I would. But in the US, what a lot of companies are looking for right now is they've actually understood that they're probably not going to find someone with 5 to 10 years of experience of technical knowledge. And if they do, they probably are going to come into the business with really bad habits. So a lot of companies are open to actually hiring new people for the first time in a long time. Now, what these companies are looking for when they're hiring people with experience is you're not just in it for the money. It's hard work, it's long days, and it's tiresome. So they want to see motivation, they want to see grit, they want to see um, that you're gonna show up and you're gonna do right the right thing every day. That you're willing to learn, you're willing to participate in the company culture. They're looking for someone that's motivated, is what I would say. Now, if you can go through and you can go show that by learning yourself on SkillCat, someone mentioned the $10 a month program, go get that. Go take every single course that you possibly can. You're now paying for it yourself. You're getting yourself some fundamental knowledge to go through. Then go take that. It gives you a little certificate. Print every single certificate off and attach that to your resume and then go drop it at a local company.
Great. Thanks, Brendan. That was great. From Dave, how many users would you have to have for a manager to have access to develop training plans, and is there a cost for the manager?
Uh, Say it one more time. Sorry.
No worries. How many users would you have to have for a manager to have access to develop training plans, and is there a cost for the manager?
So right now, actually, the manager access is completely free. So we give you that admin account for at no cost. In the next few months, probably towards the end of the year, we are redoing our entire platform from scratch. Uh, it's just going to make it 100 times better. It's going to be crazy what we end up giving you all. That manager account is going to be paid as just what a normal user account would be. Um,
Okay.
Now, just for you to have a manager account, it's just one, and you just add one user, and that's it. And then you can start developing training and customizing courses.
Well, hey, Dale says, thanks much. I've registered for the demo of Professional. Looking forward to it. You had to sign off, but there you go. We got someone interested in there. From Brennan, perchance do you integrate with other learning software such as PebblePad, for example?
So nothing right now, just yet. What is coming down the road, probably um, after our new system is released, is we will be developing all of the courses into different shareable files. So the start is everything will be in XAPI or Tin Can. Once our new platform rolls out, Shortly after that, we'll be developing SCORM. After that, we will release LTI 1.3. At that point, you'll be able to, purchase individual courses or programs and add that into your existing LMS platform.
Trish is back. Just for the gentleman asking about breaking into the market. She says if you're located in Canada and looking for some direction and advice regarding how to break into the HVAC industry, you can reach out to Andrew Ferguson, who is the manager of workforce development. And if you just want to check out the chat there, you can see his email, aferguson, AFERGUSON, at HRAI.ca. He can help you out too. That's his gig, helping people like you get into the industry. All right, let's keep going. I'd love to see the questions. How much of this training is actually, let me start again. How much of this training is actually Canadian specific based, or is there any?
Yeah, so a lot of like the how-to courses of being able to go through it may or may not. I mean, I'm not an expert in it, to be completely honest with you, of like what the difference would be between Canadian and US. What I can say though is thermodynamics doesn't change because of an invisible border between the US and Canada. So all of the fundamental training that someone needs to know to go do the work in HVAC or plumbing or electrical, um, all of that's the same no matter where you are and what country you're in. Some of those more practical programs, those might change a little bit. Um, I'm not an expert in what differences would be, but we need to get on a call with you, Dave, and go through any of that program and see what we can pick out.
Thank you. Oh, internet chopped off there. But yeah, Dave, if you want to get on the call with Brendan, he can go into that further. What size of file can you upload to your app? How long of a competency video can you upload to have managers or instructors assist?
Great question. Off the top of my head, I have no idea. Um, to be fully transparent with you, I'm not sure how big of a file or how big of a picture it is. But again, if we want to get on a call, I'm sure I can bring on our product team and they can help get that answer for you.
Thank you. Thank you. Whew, I think we are, I think we did it. I'm just gonna scroll up.
Do you also certify new technicians for refrigeration? No, not in Canada. This won't change anything for how the apprenticeship and how licensing works in Canada. This is just meant to go along with it. Um, Eventually, we'd love to be able to come in there, but we have a lot of things that we need to do before we get to that point. But working with you all will allow us to get that feedback and grow.
Oh, I found one here. Any course about troubleshooting of heat pumps?
Yep.
Yep.
So all that stuff, there's a bunch of different stuff coming out with it, but from Next Tech Academy, we'll be putting that on, develop a incredible program with pumps and these fluids that will be popping right into the SkillCat platform.
Wonderful. Okay, I'm just going to give it a couple more minutes. If anyone wants to pop in, ask one more question before we let Brendan go. And I'm just going to make sure that we are set up after the fact. So you will be receiving a just kind of a follow-up email with a poll. If you please just answer the poll, just let us know again how we did. That would be wonderful. And you can also catch this whole webinar on HRAI's YouTube page as well. So I think we are good to go. If anyone has any other questions, I think we can give people about 20 minutes back into their day.
Awesome. And I am going to add my email. Sorry, I couldn't answer everyone's question on here, but I don't want to give you anything that might be incorrect. If you do send me an email with that question, like the file size, I promise I'll connect with our team. I'll get the answer and I will get back to you. I won't leave you hanging.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your time. Wonderful. It was great to meet you at CMPX, and I'm sure we'll see you on the screen again. I think there's future SkillCat webinars coming up.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks so much. Have a great day. Cheers.